Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of The Charming Empire. Unfortunately, it is our last episode with Toki Tanba, because I am not allowed to read the endings or I could lose my channel due to copyright strikes. Those were the rules laid out by the publishers of the game, and I cannot go against that because I really don't want to lose my channel. So very sorry, but what we hear in this part of the story will probably lead us to a pretty good ability to speculate what will happen in the good and bad endings. So let's check that out. You can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. Tomba, the rebels, Soshi, and I trudged through the smoky hallway in the hidden pathway. But we aren't expecting what we find when we get there.
No way!
Oh no! The hidden pathway has been taken over by crimson flames, and I can smell a mix of oil and smoke.
Hey, we can't get through this way! What now, Tomba? There's nothing we can do but take another path. Hey, is there another way out?
I only know one way. Everyone looks at me. My brother is passed out in the rebels' arms. What'd you do to him to make him pass out? I hope he's okay. Yeah, but the fire might be blocking that way too. It's scary to think there might not be a safe way out anymore.
Maybe, but staying here won't get us anywhere. Lead the way.
Everyone's counting on me. There's no time to hesitate. Okay, this way. This time I lead the way to the other hidden passageway. When did I have time to do all this exploring? I knew it. My prediction comes true when we run into another fire. We're blocked again, and I don't know any other ways out. We'll keep wandering. What now? At this rate, we'll all... Imagining the worst, I clench my trembling fists. I'm sorry. I don't know any other way out. I turn to the group and lower my head. Tomba peers into my eyes.
Hey, what are you sorry for? It's not your fault.
But no, we're all going to... Tomba grins and grasps my trembling fist.
We'll be fine. I'm here for you, so don't give me that face.
Tomba...
Since we've run out of exits, we just gotta cut through.
Tomba turns to his men.
That's right. There's no other way.
The two rebels holding my brother stay positive. I'm the only one sad here.
If we're going to cut through the fire, we're going to need some water.
And where are we going to get that? Water? I remember seeing a fountain one day when I explored the palace. There should be a fountain up ahead. Up ahead? So what, we run through the fire and jump into the fountain?
Really? Then lead the way.
Okay. Sure enough, there's a fountain beyond the hidden pathway, just like I remember. We douse ourselves with water and get ready to run through the fire.
Here we go. Here, I'll go first.
The two rebels cut in and run ahead.
If something happens to the little lady on our watch, Tomba will cut our throats.
They laugh jokingly, and Tomba gives them a wry smile.
What? What are you talking about? Well, it's true. Yeah, save the mushy details for later. Here we go!
The two rebels run through the fire, with my brother still passed out between them.
Now it's our turn. Don't let go.
Tomba takes my hand and we run through the fire after the rebels. Even though there are other things to worry about, I'm keenly aware of holding Tomba's hand. I know he's just doing it so we don't get separated. What am I getting all worked up about? My body is drenched with water, but I can still feel the fire burning my skin. I can't breathe. I cover my mouth with my other hand. My kimono sleeve blocks most of the smoke, but it's still hard to breathe. Will I last until we get to the exit? Hang in there. I make myself keep going so I'm not a burden until I hear a shout from up ahead.
Whoa! Hey, what's wrong? The wall crumbled.
All the fire and smoke blocks our view of the road ahead until we get close. My brother's on the ground with a big fire inching close to him. Soshi! When I try to run toward him, Tomba pulls me back.
Wait, it's dangerous.
But Soshi's... If we don't save him, he might die. The danger isn't just from the fire, but from the crumbling wall next to him, too. Soshi, run! Isn't he passed out? Just then, my brother slowly opens his eyes.
You're too loud.
Apparently not loud enough, you're not running yet. Soshi mumbles as he turns to lie on his back. Soshi, you're in danger! Come over here! His eyes are still open, but he doesn't answer. Soshi, what are you...
Go on ahead. I'll be right behind you.
Liar. I can't do that. You're injured.
The cloth stopped the bleeding. I'll be able to walk in a minute.
But... As I call out to him, the wall crumbles again. Bricks fall between us, hiding my brother from view. Soshi!
I'm fine. Go on ahead.
But... What should I do? I turn a pleading gaze to Tanba. Save my brother. I don't want to stay here and burn with him. Tanba, please save my brother.
Sorry, I can't do anything.
Tomba pulls me along, and the rebels run after us. Let me go, Tomba! My brother's still back there!
It's too late. Both of the walls were crumbling. We'll get squashed if we stay there.
But, Soshi's... No one listens to me. Tomba grips my hand hard enough to cut off my circulation, and I can't break free. I'm practically dragged all the way to the exit. My brother! We managed to escape the palace through the burning pathway. Oni-chan!
That was a big fire yesterday.
Yeah, it was just as bad as the one in town. The whole palace went down in flames.
Is it true the rebels did it? I don't know, but they didn't have to burn the palace down as part of their revolution. It was probably full of money.
You're right. That used to be our money. I wish they gave it back.
Was the revolution even a success? There hasn't been any news. I hope something around here changes.
The day after the fire, I walk around to hear the rumors traveling through town. Unfortunately, none of them were prayers for my brother's safety. So, this is how the people really think. This all might not have happened if I tried to bring back the kind Soshi I knew as a kid, instead of traipsing around in town every day, working at a cafe part-time. When we escaped the castle yesterday, everyone was already working on putting out the fire. The guards and rebels weren't exactly working together, but they made a temporary peace treaty to focus on the fire. But the fire was rampant and wouldn't die down. It only went out after burning the entire palace in its flames. We told the guard where Soshi was, and they went right in to get him, but they said he was already gone when they got there. No one saw him leave the castle, though, so they're still looking for him. Oh, gone as in, like, he was totally missing, not gone as in dead. So he might still be alive. Under the rebels' watch, that is. What? I'm so confused. I'm back. I walk back to the castle ruins to find Tomba giving orders.
Welcome back. We searched high and low, but still no sign of your brother.
I see. I want to find him if he's alive, but the chances of that seem slim. I don't want them to find him, though, if he's actually dead. I shouldn't think like that. We need to hold a service for him if he's dead. I heave a long and heavy sigh.
Did your walk help you feel better?
Tomba checks up on me. Yeah, much better than staying here. It was my decision to go into town, but Tomba's the one who made the suggestion. He said it would do me better than anxiously waiting here for news of my brother. I'm making him worry, even though he's the most tired one here. I bet he hasn't slept all night. Not only is Soshi gone, but he has to take care of all the weapons and the debris, and the head of the guards who was taken hostage. On top of that, not everyone accepts that the rebels are in power. Tomba doesn't have the time to rest with all the fights he has to settle. Tomba, is there something I can do?
No, we're good here. I know things aren't easy for you either, so get some rest.
He's worried about me again, just like I thought he'd be. Do you mind if I stay here with you?
No, I don't mind, but it's not very restful here.
I'll get anxious on my own. Plus, I feel the safest when I'm with Tomba. My true feelings come tumbling out.
Oh, well, your brother disappeared after all.
Tomba's gaze wanders off awkwardly until he finally looks away. Oh, I'm not talking about that.
Sorry, it's my fault for not noticing.
After asking around, we found out some of the rebels started the fire. Once we knew their names, they felt so guilty they committed suicide. Oh my god, that's a dark twist. They apparently didn't agree with Tomba's no bloodshed policy. They didn't even care if Tomba and the other rebels died in the fire. They just wanted to kill my brother, so they set the secret pathway on fire too. Yep, they almost did kill Tomba and the others. The revolution's a success, but it's not exactly a happy ending.
So, what's the word around town?
Huh? you know I went to get news?
You're an active and restless girl, so I had a hunch.
Tomba grins playfully, but I can tell he's exhausted. Hey, stop calling me reckless! I can tell he's pushing himself too hard, but I play into his joke. I'll break down if I don't try to be a little cheerful.
My bad. So, what did you find out?
Most people have caught on that the rebels started the fire, but they're still waiting to find out if the revolution was a success or not.
Oh yeah, I guess we should tell them, but how?
Tomba gazes at the palace ruins, probably with his mind on the future. There was a revolution, but it came at the price of splitting up the rebels. Plus, if the people find out we don't know if Soshi is dead or alive, the rebels might look even less trustworthy. If Tomba and the rebels want to run this country, they need to avoid anything that makes them seem unreliable. I'm sure Tomba's trying to decide whether he should hide the truth or not. He glances my way and catches me staring at his pensive expression.
I'll make the announcement tomorrow. The sooner the better.
I think so too. I probably can't do much, but let me know if I can help.
Then I have a job for you already.
Sure, what is it? I'm surprised to get a job so soon. Tomba tilts his head in confusion.
Huh? Too soon?
No, of course not.
And do you really think you're that useless?
Well, I haven't been any help so far. Tomba suddenly whacks me on the back. Ow!
You are too hard on yourself. We escaped the palace thanks to you. I'm alive today thanks to you. You saved my life. So be more confident.
When Tomba smiles at me, I can't help smiling back. It's been a while since I really smiled.
Extra, extra!
The next morning, a man yells through the town.
Hey, is it about the palace fire?
Yep, get the whole story about the palace fire right here.
I'll take one.
You bet. I've got a lot, so help me pass them out.
He hands over a stack of papers. Sure.
Extra, extra!
In the shadows, Tomba and I watch the man run around with the stack of paper. The writing isn't as pretty as the newspaper. Is it okay for him to say extra?
What are you talking about? None of the rebels have handwriting as nice as that.
Tomba got me to write something to spread the word to the people. I wrote down how the rebels burned the palace and how the government was exiled from the country. My brother was included in the exiles. In the end, we never found him. I also added how we're sending palace workers to the countryside and keeping an eye on them there. Finally, I wrote that an important speech by our leader will be made in the town square today.
Let's go check on the rest of the town until it's time for my speech.
Okay. I can be with Tanba now, but I know he'll get busy soon. I'm happy being with him, but I have no idea how things will be in the future. Those fun days at the cafe are gone. It makes me sad just thinking about it. Aw man, that felt so short. Actually, that kind of felt like an ending to me already. So my guess is, well, I don't know, I wasn't quite right for my guesses on the other ones. They were a little bit more complicated than I imagined they would be, but I wasn't too far off really. For this, personally, I imagine, good ending is Tomba becomes the new ruler, and I stay by his side and we get married and rule together. Well, if you want to know for sure, you'll have to buy the game. I really hope lots of people are buying these games, because we won't keep getting these unless people actually buy them. They won't keep putting money into translating them and buying the rights and publishing them over here if we're not actually actively buying the games. But anyway, that's it for Toki Tanba, which I've enjoyed him. Ooh, it's hard to say really. I mean, I don't want to say I enjoyed him more than Soshi or Sarah, because I really love those guys. Those are totally my type. But he was just so happy. I mean, he was more cuddly and just sweet and stuff. And he was just a fun guy to be around. Like, you imagine actually enjoying hanging out with him in real life. Whereas the other two that I played so far, those are the more intense kind of guys. Well, all we've got left are Kei and Kagemitsu. So we'll be doing Kagemitsu starting him tomorrow. Hope to see you there or in some of my other videos. And I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye bye everybody.